In May 2022, at a horse farm near the town of Kalispell, Montana, USA, a farmer was clearing hay from the horse stables around 8 a.m. when he heard a loud metallic clanging sound outside in the pasture. He initially thought a deer or livestock had gotten caught in the fence, so he immediately ran out to check. When he reached the iron gate outside the farm, he was surprised to see a black mother bear and her two cubs standing close to the fence. A bear cub tried to squeeze through a gap in the gate, but got its shoulder and front leg stuck between two old, rusty iron bars. The panicked animal thrashed about violently, causing the gate lock chain to rattle and make a loud noise. The mother bear stood right behind them, pacing back and forth and letting out low growls, while the other cub huddled close to the edge of the gravel fence. Knowing that approaching the area on his own would be dangerous, the farmer immediately called the local forest rangers to request emergency rescue assistance. About 40 minutes later, the park rangers and wildlife veterinarian arrived at the farm in a specialized rescue truck. By then, the bear cub was nearly exhausted from struggling for so long, and the fur around its shoulders was scratched from rubbing against the metal frame. The rangers believe the mother bear remains highly vigilant and could pounce at any moment if they approach her cubs. The veterinarian decided to use a tranquilizer gun from a safe distance behind the pickup truck. After being drugged for a few minutes, the mother bear gradually laid down on the gravel next to the fence while the remaining cub ran around nearby. A park ranger quickly used a protective shield to approach the bear cub trapped between two gate bars. Because the chain lock was heavily rusted and tightened too much, they had to use bolt cutters to cut the chain. The rescue team then removed a horizontal bar from the gate to widen the space around the bear cub's body. After nearly 20 minutes of work, they managed to pull the bear cub out safely without causing any further serious injuries. The veterinarian performed a quick examination and determined that the shoulder was only slightly swollen, with no signs of fracture. Meanwhile, the mother bear's heart rate and response to anesthesia were continuously monitored to prevent complications. Because the bear family had appeared too close to residential areas, the park rangers decided to relocate all three bears deeper into the forest to prevent them from returning to the farm. The rangers gently lifted the mother bear and her two cubs into the rescue truck, which had a safety cage at the back. Around 10 o'clock, the rescue vehicle left the farm and headed towards the deep woods west of Montana's Swan Range. That afternoon, the rescue team took the bear family to a remote forest area more than 40 kilometers from any populated region. After a final check on the health of the bear cub trapped in the gate, the rangers opened the rear cage door of the truck. The mother bear slowly woke up from her anesthesia and stepped down first, then turned back to look at her two cubs behind her. The two bear cubs quickly ran after their mother, staying close as they made their way towards the dense pine forest on the mountainside. The bear that was once trapped was still moving normally, although its shoulder was still a little stiff after being stuck in the iron gate for many hours. The rangers watched until all three animals disappeared into the forest before returning to their patrol car. For local rescue teams, such rescues are the best way to both protect wildlife and reduce the risk of conflict between bears and people living near Montana forests.